understanding. You should have a binding legal agreement between the two of you. If you're going to be getting joint funds, who gets what? It's rife for argument, disagreement, and and legal action if you don't have it very clearly delineated as to how that's going to work. A lot of organizations today, nonprofits, have pooled resources, have gotten together to simply enjoy economies of scale. Simply, something as mundane as buying supplies. You need 10 reams of paper. They need 10 reams of paper. You buy them together, you get the 20 ream price instead of each of you getting the 10 ream price. And if you start that way, and you sort of expand yourself, you each need a receptionist. But good and well, your receptionist is probably sitting there. Playing solitaire for 4 hours a day, and the other organizations also got a receptionist, and they're also playing solitaire 4 hours a day. Well, maybe you could pool a receptionist that way, and and that way keep one person real busy and save between the two of you save a salary. That kind of thing works, and if you put that into place, then that has nothing to do with approaching a donor for funds for you and funds for me. But organizations that start working together in that way very often find that they have commonalities in the services that they provide as well. You've got an accountant who audits your financial statements, of which we'll talk about momentarily. Maybe the accountant will give you both a better price if you do them together. And as you start working together, and it all has to be built on a foundation of mutual trust, friendship. You ought to be in the same area. You ought to be about the same size. You ought to have known about each other, or personally, known some people in the organization for a while. But that kind of thing, is very, very helpful. Completely independent of going to a donor and saying, fund both of us. Okay, I'm sorry. Somebody over there had a.
For instance, it would be maybe a good idea to join forces if you are doing like a neighborhood project, and then approach a corporation in the neighborhood specifically to donate for that project, and maybe mention that several of you are.
If it makes sense. Look, we're going to talk about events. It costs money to put on an event. Now, an event is not really a project, but if you think about it, it's not a project that addresses your beneficiaries directly, but it's a project. Right, no, so you want to do a dinner. You have to rent a hall. You have to, there's overhead. Now, if you want to partner with another nonprofit for that and just split the proceeds, that would be an excellent idea. In my opinion, it's probably best if you partner with a nonprofit that does things that are completely different from what you do. And that way you can sort of expand the pool of people who are interested. I'm interested in either this or that, but they, together are doing both. So maybe I'll come to this event.
Yeah, for example, I want to see if this is part of what you're speaking about. For example, we have a school and we provide building construction trades, plumbing, electrical, locksmith, computer repair, and that kind of HVAC, air conditioning, refrigeration. We do that free. And what we have to ask from our students, because we are lacking in funds, is for a $50 tax deductible donation. These courses go for 9 months, so our students are struggling when they come to us. And we come from 15 years old all the way up to 60 we graduated. So would this work? An organization like ours, which provide these vocational skills, with an organization like yours, Big Brother, or anything that you do, include in your organization vocational skills, you get a grant for that, and then you give us the $50 per student. Does that work, something like that?
Well, there has to be a synergy between the